Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Ronan, and today is the end of June, and Friday, even better. I love Fridays because the markets close, and typically I'm out doing stuff on Fridays. I don't party, I don't drink. If you thought that's what I meant, I used to, but um, no, I'm at home. I'm just chilling, and I thought I'd go over where the market's left off a little bit. I just moved into this house in Colorado. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a tour. Check it out. And I'm not trying to show it off or anything like that, but I do want to show you guys because I'm 33 years old. A couple years ago, I was living in Nashville. I went to college in Colorado, and I just love it out here. I love to ski, I love to mountain bike, I love to do anything outside. And so I missed it. I was working construction in Nashville, homeless, sleeping on my brother's floor, and trying to get my shit together and studying the markets. And by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're like, who is this guy when to learn about FOREX? I have a group. I've been trading for a few years now, and I developed a couple strategies that I use and have made me consistent and profitable. Not only profitable, but consistent and profitable. And I have a program that I created. It's like a 80 video course and a VIP group where I send out trades and send out setups, basically teach people what I do. So it's a nice fountain. It's sweet. I'm in southwest Colorado, so it's super southwest. New Mexico's like 45 minutes away. There's a fountain. There's a nice like New Mexican style chimney, and I can't have a fire right now because fire danger is so high. There's on the other side of this ridge behind me, there's a huge big ass forest fire. Look, there's a fire truck driving by. I mean, there's fires everywhere. It's crazy. But my yard's green. So, yeah, and so anybody that's watching this, a lot of people connect with me from South Africa and the UK. So this is kind of what Colorado looks like. And I'm not showing any of this stuff to brag. You know, I'm not going to be the type of guy that you never see me with, I'm not going to be taking pictures of Rolexes and Lambos and stuff because I'm in it I want to like create actual freedom in my life. So I do have a nice house. I just bought this truck, right? Tacoma. It's kind of dirty because I go off road. I'm out, playing with it, exploring. There's my dog. He's a Belgian Malinois. Come here, boy. He just turned 4 months old. So yeah, we're gonna get in the markets too. Anybody's watching this that is like, dude, I don't even give a shit about your house, but I just want to show this to you. Because so I started with a super small account, and then I kept blowing accounts because I wanted it to get bigger quicker than it did. Sun, it's my yard, some flowers. I'll just show you the outside. But and then I was working construction, and so what I did was like, man, this isn't working out, and so I worked my ass off, which I still do. Like 7 days a week. I'm take a little time off on Saturdays to go hiking or camping or mountain biking. Have a nice little creek in the backyard here. Dog likes to play in. But I just started stacking money from doing construction, making $14 an hour to where I could open an account with, a couple $1,000s in it. And I think if you're serious about doing this, you should at least start with 5,000. So let's just be real. But I mean, I know some of us can't do that. So what I recommend is us just saving up your cash, learning to trade on a demo account while you're doing that. And so then once you finally save up that money, then going in with with a decent size account to where you can start to see gains, every day, you know what I mean? Instead of a trade that's like 0.01 and then you're like, oh, I made 30 cents. It's different if you make $30, It's much different. You make $300. So if you can start to scale it like that, it makes it a lot more realistic. So I just want to give you a little tour of the house. I'm no different than you guys, for real. And I'm never going to act like I am. Never going to act like I've got it figured out, because I don't. But I am trying to help you guys. And that's really what this is all about. Because I could just keep trading and keep secretly, just trying to stack and stack. But we got to beat these markets together, man, for sure. So that being said, hope you enjoyed the tour. If you're new, click the links below. The group's badass. It really is. And everybody's trying to help each other. And if they're negative, I kick them out of the group. So it's pretty much, there's a bunch of FOREX groups out there and a lot of negativity. And that doesn't get me anywhere and doesn't get anybody else anywhere. So, yeah, anyways, that is that. So let's just kind of look at where the market's left off. I sent a, goodbye message, end of the week message, talking about JPY pairs, which I do think is, it sure looks like they're going to break out, but I think we could have a false breakout on our hands. Now I'll go ahead and show you why. So, and then people are in my group are like, oh God, he's going to go into UJ, but totally going into UJ. So let me share my screen with y'all. And thanks for checking out the tour. If anybody's in Colorado, hit me up for real. And I'm totally down to get lunch or whatever. Like I said, I'm a normal guy. I do want to help. So, and stuff I'm watching, so you guys know that what it is, what, people are in my group, if what I'm studying entrepreneurs, studying other traders. I don't watch TV. Like I said, I don't drink. I don't go out and I don't go clubbing, and you know what I mean? Like all that stuff. You see people doing that on Instagram and whatnot. It's pretty misleading. I'm here studying what it's like to be an entrepreneur and what it's like to be a trader, and how I'm studying these super successful people, and what is it that they're doing that I'm not doing yet, and how can I apply that to my life? So I know this is going to be about trading, but hey, mindset's the most important thing about trading for sure. And here we have this guy right here, Grant Cardone. He pretty much,
they're the best. Yeah.
He pretty much got me into, I was working construction, and I was like, man, this isn't where I want to be. And I started finding his videos on YouTube. Grant Cardone. Anybody that doesn't know him, know who he is. Check it out. And this guy's named Andy Frisella. And so, and he owns like a supplement company, badass entrepreneur. And, you got to start following people that, vibrate with you, that makes sense to you. Follow other traders, find them on Twitter. And it's going to help, that's going to help you. You see somebody else do it and you're like, I can do it. And so hopefully that's the reason you see my house. And I'm not trying to pull the Ty Lopez with the Lambos in the garage, because I don't have the Lambos in the garage, but I do have the, the Tacoma with the, like 9,000 miles on it. So, which it's great, and so I can go off road and I can do all the things that I like to do with that. So I don't even know what I'd do with the Lambo around here, because I'm on dirt roads a lot, not in the country. But, so anyways, I'm watching other entrepreneurs, I'm watching other traders, and I'm figuring out what it is they're doing. You know what I mean? And that's super important. So hopefully you guys can resonate with that. And I encourage you to start researching, start figuring out what it is you want to do. I'm still trying to figure that out too, where I'm trying to go. Like how much money do you want to make? Right? I mean, if you don't have it down on paper, how do you even know? So ask if you're, if on the other hand, if you're just doing this as a hobby to kill time and you're cool with wherever it is you're working 9 to 5, that's nothing wrong with that either. But I think most everybody, majority people are looking for actual freedom in their life. And that's what I'm searching for. That's what I was searching for. And that's what I need to continue to do. And so that's helping you guys, and being involved with my group helps me do that. So that being said, let's check out this, check out these markets, what happened, where we're at. Here we are with UJ. And if you watched the video, I said, I made, I guess 2 days ago, X marks the spot trade. We're about here, finally. Let's see, blue line's resistance at 111. Here we are. This is the X right here. Let's take a closer look at that. I think, you know, we don't really necessarily need this arrow anymore. We don't need this one. Now, let's go to an hourly chart. So there's something going on here, and there's a trader that I follow. His name's Dale Pinkert, and he has a strategy for when we're seeing runs like this to the upside. It's called the 3-push divergence run. And I did a mastermind group not too long ago, and I talked about this. And if this starts to happen, you know, I'm in some sell positions. I'm still bearish UJ, and maybe a little more so than I would like, but I'm not too worried about it because we have what he calls a 3-push and divergence, right? So we have our 1, 2, 3. This could even be a 4th push, or 1. You know, it's starting right here. 1, 2, 3. And then we have our divergence here. So what you want to look for is the 3-push plus divergence here. Great on, you know, at least an hourly. Now we could go to a 15-minute chart. Now look at it. And, you know, just for confirmation that, you know, this thing's going to drop, look how divergent it is now, right? 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3 pushes, divergence. Now, what am I going to look for? Well, what I like to look for personally is this. We have our 3 pushes. We have our divergence now. And so I'll go to the 15-minute chart to look at this. We have break, right? 1, 2, break down. Small little retest here. Now, hopefully, if when the market opens back up Sunday, we get a drop to the downside here. And if that's the case, I'm feeling pretty good about UJ. X marks the spot trade. I'm feeling good about this dropping down to this 107 level, 61.8 retracement. I think it's quite possible. Now, and the other reason why is just the length of time. This trend line here goes back to 2015. It's 2018. 3 years. Boom, touch, boom, touch, boom, boom. Now, it's true, trend lines were meant to be broken for sure. Let's take a look at the dollar index now. And so this is how I like to bounce back and forth between pairs when I'm trying to look at what's going on here, right? And so, wow, and I haven't looked at this since the weekly outlook video I did. Anybody that's new, I do weekly outlook video on Sundays and predicting what may happen in the markets. And look, we have our downtrend here. We have a breakout. We have a breakout again from this level. And we hit resistance here and a drop down. Now, what I am looking for personally is I hope that this dollar index breaks this trend line and we get a drop down. Oh, excuse me. A drop down to the support level. Or if we don't, then we're going to get a bounce here, right? A bounce off here and then retest of this upper resistance is pretty likely. Also, this sure looks like an inverted head and shoulder pattern. Shoulder, head, shoulder, which is a definite a bullish. You see an inverted head and shoulders, very bullish. But hopefully it breaks down. You never know. So now let's take a look at some more JPY pairs. Well, let's take a look at oil. Now, oil is rallying big time. So I just drew a fib chart, right, from this low to this high. And so the reason I picked those points is because this was the last big. Now we're on a weekly chart, keep in mind, but the big breakout point right here. And we're at the 161.8 extension. Now the thing I'm looking, again, guys, this is what I'm looking for. Always. RSI Divergence. And now the thing is whether or not this breaks out, because you can draw trend lines on your RSI, just like you can on on your price action charts. So we are at where it would respect, hopefully. On the daily chart, it's kind of pushed past a little bit. Yeah. But definitely overbought and definitely divergent, right? And I mean, and just think of oil fundamentally. Are we really going to get over $75 a barrel for oil? So I'm definitely no expert when it comes to oil, but I do know setups I like in technical analysis, and I think we're hitting up some heavy resistance here. This looks like a pretty bullish candle, though, that's for sure. So we'll see, right? So, but I do think this is just glaring divergence, and we're right at this 161.8 extension. So definitely something to watch this upcoming week. Let's take another look at another JPY pair. Unfortunately, which sucks, is that my charts got deleted because my iPad died. But that's good because you guys can see how I mark up these charts. So we have this uptrend, boom, boom, boom. What I'm looking for now this is a possible upside target here. But look, we're right at resistance here on CJ. Remember on UJ, where are we at too? We're right up against resistance. So JPY pairs are pretty similar in that regard. Now let's take a look at an hourly chart. So we're right up against this resistance here. don't quite see the divergence I'm looking for. I mean, this is just like one heck of a rally, really, for CJ. Let's take a look at another JPY pair. Let's go EJ. So we're still at this. We're still below this trend line break. This arrow I'd kept from the weekly charting video. Now, first thing I spot now, I'm looking for cross trend lines. Now, this would fit two ways. This fractal point and this fractal point is right on the wick of the candle. This, you know, I know some people are like, dude, you're drawing your trend lines right through the middle of these candles, and that's, no, you're not supposed to do that. But I think this could have been a possible false breakout. Right, where price starts to break out and then gets rejected, boom. And then breaks down, starts to try to make it back inside, and then big breakdown here, right? Which, look at this. Look where that happens to be. To all my students out there, X marks the spot. It's pretty damn close. Now, if I draw my trend line better, X marks the spot, right? So one of my favorite trade setups, if you can find it, once you start drawing intersecting trend lines, these will start to jump out at you. So the third point I want to make here, look where we're at too. Boom, resistance. So JPY is at a big point, big breaking point. And we're up against a lot of resistance. So it's going to be interesting to watch this upcoming week. I just want to shoot this video to, you know, I said that in the message I sent on Telegram about JPY pairs. So wanted to show you guys, right, what it was exactly I was talking about. Wanted to show you the crib a little bit, and hopefully give you some inspiration that, dude, you could do it. You got to just start studying. You got to start finding people that vibe with you, you know, in person and not. You know, all these people that I'm looking at on here I consider my mentors. Grant Cardone, Ed Milet, Andy Frisell is a new guy I started following, and, you know, I dig him. Whoever vibes with you, that'll give you that motivation to be like, dude, I can do that too. You know, seek those people out, and everybody's human beings, man. So nobody's superhuman. Everybody struggles, and anybody can get it, right? That's the cool thing about the world we live in today, is we have the internet, right? I mean, it used to not be like that 20 years ago. Options were limited. 20 years ago, it would seem insane about what people can do now. Just look at Amazon and Jeff Bezos, the richest guy in the world. And it's not like I want to be rich, but I want to have the freedom to do whatever I want to do. So I hope you guys do too, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So click the links below. Please like, subscribe, and if you're new, click the links, check us out, hit me up in Telegram, and yeah, I'd love to get to know you. So, and what am I gonna say? Have an awesome weekend. Take it easy. Peace.